Hello, glad to see you today.
Glad to be here. How is that going?
How have you been?
The day has been fair. We've been trying slowly, but the fact that we are here simply means some things are not going on right.
Okay.
Yes.
When you say things are not going great, what do you mean? What do you mean by things are not going right? Can you elaborate more on what you're saying?
Well, I've always been a casual drinker once in a while. I go out with some friends or from work. So at the beginning of this year, I started making it like a habit. From work, I pass by, take a few drinks with my friends, then I proceed home.
Mm.
So it started from being once to 2 times to 3 times to now 4 times. And how I noticed it was starting to get out of hand,
Mm.
I started to receive warning letters from work.
Mm.
My performance is not so good.
Mm.
And maintaining the workload is now becoming too much for me.
Mm.
At home, my wife and kids are complaining. At work, they're complaining. I'm finding it hard to think straight. Even simple tasks like carrying out simple balance sheets are becoming a problem. Keeping up with the clients. I don't know where to begin from. So that's the dilemma that has brought me here today.
So what you're saying is, what started as casual drinking, you started from once to 4 times, and then it started disrupting you at work. And then you started getting warning letters, and then it started affecting you at home as well. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. And to be specific, what brought okay, when the stress at work increased and the pressures at home increased, I resorted to drinking more to try to relax or let the pressure off.
Yes.
But in the process, I would take one beer or two, but now I take 5 or 6. And when I don't go there, I feel something is missing. I cannot concentrate without taking anything. My brain cannot think that clearly. So that's the challenge. And I'm starting to be spending a lot of money. I barely have money to take care of my family. So I'm starting to accumulate debts. I've so far bought like 5 phones because every time I get drunk I lose phones. Communication is starting to become difficult, and that's a little. They have not yet even started speaking about the family relatives, the family members. They're all complaining. I don't have time. I'm no longer meeting certain obligations. So it's starting to become a very huge challenge for me. And I want to find a way to get the habits to stop. Yes.
So what you're saying, the pressures of work literally forced you into drinking more and more often. So are you saying that the pressures of work literally pushed you towards over drinking?
Yes, because I used to drink to relax from the pressure from work. So what started as a small remedy started digging a deeper and deeper hole, and I've reached a point whereby I cannot come out of that hole.
So that drinking became more of a coping mechanism to cool off stress of work.
Yes, like a coping mechanism. Yeah.
So the situation that you're in right now, how does that make you feel? That it's affecting your family and your work? How is it making you feel?
It makes me feel bad because I barely have money with me. I'm at risk of losing my job.
Yes.
lost a good number of friends because I'm always borrowing money from them.
Mm.
I'm struggling
Mm.
to focus on even small things.
Mm.
Like I said earlier, to even balance books a little, because I'm an accountant by profession.
Yes.
Balancing books is becoming extremely hard.
Mm.
My performance at work is extremely very low,
Mm.
and my level of productivity is equally diminishing.
Mm.
Yes.
So what you're saying is the habit now of taking out too much alcohol has affected your work. It has affected your effectiveness at work, how you do your work. Meaning your productivity at work has actually lowered significantly. Not only has it affected your work, it has affected your social life. As you said, you've been borrowing money from your friends, and some of them I think have been disappointed because of that. So meaning your social life has been affected, as well as it has gone ahead to expound to your family and your relatives, and literally your entire ecosystem as a person. Is that right?
Yes, very true. Very true. So what brought me here is to try to find a solution to this big problem of mine, because I don't know where to start from. I don't know how to begin.
Yes.
I don't even know what to begin with. So I even don't know what caused all this in the first place. Yes.
So according to what I'm picking from what you've been telling me, is because of the work stress, the alcohol became like a safe haven. It became more of a coping mechanism for you. Is that right? So this genesis came from trying to cope up with the stress of work. So if I may ask you, in your view, before the alcoholism, before taking to alcohol to ease your stress and all, how have you been managing to cope up with stress and anxieties, maybe at work? How have you been managing such stresses of life?
Before I used to play football with a few friends of mine after work.
Yes.
Over the weekend, sometimes I used to take naps. I used to just go and sleep it off. And I also used to confine two very close friends of mine. So sometimes the whole sharing would lessen the burden.
Yes.
But when I transferred and I was now away from my friends, now the people to talk to became scarce. So that's how I pointed to the direction of taking a few drinks before I go back home.
So where you got transferred to, how have you been interacting with people there, your workmates? Have you tried to make any friends, any connections? Have you been able to interact and socialize?
Not really. I've not really tried to interact or socialize with them, as I'm a bit still new. I'm just getting to know them.
Yeah, it could be. It's quite difficult to make friends in a new place. It's a bit challenging, but it's not impossible. You always baby steps, one step at a time. Adjusting to a new environment is usually a bit challenging. It's not something that you're going to conquer in just one day. So it takes time, and it's really understandable trying to adjust to a new environment. So earlier you had spoken that before you had friends that you were talking to, you had other activities that you were engaging in that were keeping you active and managing, coping up with the stresses of life. Do you have any other activities that you like doing? Maybe taking walks, maybe watching a movie? Are there any other activities you like doing?
Walking. I like walking and slight jogging,
Mm.
and I'm also a big fan of movies.
Mm.
Unfortunately, the thing that cut me off with movies was the time span.
Mm.
They would take so long,
Yeah.
so it became a bit of a challenge. But walking, I think that is something I can try to do.
Mm.
Yeah, that can work for me.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that's very encouraging. And I'd recommend you for actually coming into for counseling. It's a very big step. It shows you self-aware of something that has become a problem. So I really recommend you for coming. It's when someone comes in and acknowledges that they are having a challenge somewhere, it already shows that we're already a step closer to a breakthrough. So I need to recommend you for that. And the points that you have mentioned, or you can take a nap, they are very good, and we'll try them out and see how you cope up with that. And it's not really an easy journey to divert to something more productive, but it's very doable. And you shouldn't get discouraged that of what is happening. So I wanted to also ask you how this has affected your wife. How is she reacting to what has been happening in your life according to the fact that you've been drinking more? How has she taken it?
The quarrels have increased. She has become more distant. The complaints at home, they never get done. It's either this or that or this or that. She's always agitated. She's always grumpy. Basically, in a nutshell, I would say she's not happy. And that is also stressing me. Because when she's not happy, I am also not happy.
Yeah, I get the situation. It's quite a difficult situation to be in, and it's not really easy to navigate through. But as I said, nothing is impossible. So, have you tried talking about it with her? And
No, I've not yet tried that.
has she come up to talk to you about it?
Yes, she has complained. Not talked to me, but complained about it. Yes.
Okay, that's understandable. So, my suggestions or your suggestions are to try out different mechanisms that can help you cope up with the stresses of work. So, what exactly at work has been stressing you so much that have really diverted you to drinking more? What are those stresses?
The new boss has dumped a lot of assignments on me, some of which in areas that I am green. So that has put a lot of pressure on me. And also the targets that are supposed to be achieved, that has also made work extremely challenging.
So what?
But basically, it's trying to deal with the new work environment that is bringing me a bit of issues.
So what you're saying at work is the workload is high, the pressures are high, and also they are engaging you with areas that you're not well conversant with. Is that right?
Yes.
So about areas that you're not conversant with, are there any adjustments you're making there concerning the areas you're not well conversant about at work?
Yeah, I'm trying to talk with my colleagues. They're trying to get me up to speed with the way they operate and the way they do their work. So I'm trying to seek their advice and their knowledge on things I don't understand quite well. Yes.
So what you're saying that your colleagues at work are very supportive. They're trying to take you up to speed on what is needed and what you should be able to be knowledgeable about. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, they're trying.
So you also talked about the work pressures, that the work
join either a study group or a club, like a football club or like a chess club, so that I could get an activity that I could replace with the drinking, so that I shift my mindset to a different thing entirely to try to relieve stress. Because I don't think stress is going to stop at any point. But what I'm sure of is, if I find another mechanism to deal with stress, probably it could help me replace the drinking part of it, and other factors may go back to the way the things work.
Those are great mechanisms. Though, just to take you back a little bit, I had asked that you said the work pressures are high, meaning the workload is quite high at work.
Yes.
So how are you trying to manage the workload?
List down the things I'm supposed to do.